This reading is for love advice messages from this love advice deck with the quartz. So pick number 1, number 2, or number 3 for your love advice reading. Stick until the end for advice for everyone in general. Number 1, your love advice. Advice for number 2. I'll just take this one. Number 2, expect a sensual message. Just one for number 3, please and thank you, Spirit Fam. Thank you. And then, what will be the advice for the overall collective? I'll take the one that flipped, put it on the bottom. And I'll leave that one right there. So, if you chose number 1, your love advice messages. Here's your card. Now the messages, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Throughout turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. You might be looking at things a little more complicated than they need to be. And you have a tendency to just kind of zero in and super focus in on certain things. You need to work on when it comes to love, instead of just going off of base of what you know. Go into it like a kid who's never had romance before. A kid who's never experienced love before. Get to know and learn that person. Take that as a confirmation. Before you decide to kick somebody out of your life, drop kick them. That's kind of what I'm getting with that, if I'm honest. Before you knock somebody down and say they're out, really get to know them, get to know their love language, what makes them happy, be curious about them, see how they really tick. And then make a decision. You have a tendency to just be quick to decide someone is a certain way. And so be more free with the way you get to know people. Like, you have a bird here, and there's this orb above the bird, but the bird isn't looking at the orb. It's like you don't look at other life forces with curiosity. You look at them like based on certain things they do or certain things they say. Oh, I know how you're going to be. Presuming people are going to be a certain way when you really just don't know because you haven't met that person but for 5 minutes. Now your intuition, yes, may give you nudges of, oh, this person has this personality trait. However, whether it's negative or positive is your opinion. Be careful about how you just base opinion on things. Is what you're really being guided to do at this time. Number 1, this was your life advice message. many blessings. Number 2, I got a notification when I saw this and I thought very sensual, so expect a very sensual message to come your way. This is your image. And now for your message. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationships being healed in this very moment. The connection you're going to get a message from is somebody who hurt you in the past, somebody you still have some wounds from, but they miss your body and they kind of want 100 of your time when it comes to your body. This person in your body were very, very possessive about your body. I'm going to be very honest. They were controlling. They liked things a certain way, in a certain form. And at one point you felt like you couldn't do anything without their permission. You just needed to lay there and take whatever it is they gave you. And it was your angels that lifted you up and out of that. That's really what I'm getting when I look at your image, if I'm honest. She's laying there, but she looks honestly exhausted. She doesn't look like she's in ecstasy. Like, basically, your person that you were with would always view you as just a sensual creature. They just wanted it all the time. You felt like a sex object with them after a while, and you felt like you weren't a person, and you just had to lie dormant inside yourself while your angels kept pushing this light forward and making you feel things until you recognized the love within. You and your angels are still working on healing you, so this message is going to be triggering when you receive it, because you're like, this person still doesn't see me as a person. It's not that they don't see you as a person, it's just their passion overtakes the rest of their body. They're more primal than you. Some people rely solely on instincts, what they know, what they feel. They don't always think it through, okay? You need to remember that you do the same thing. Like when you're impulsive, when you're like, oh, gimme, I really want to buy that cute bag, or I really want that tarot deck, or that dress just looks so nice, or I think that tie would look so good, or this briefcase is fantastic. Sometimes you see something, you fall in love, and you just jump. That's this person. That's their personality. Is it that innocent? No. But you need to look at it that way to heal your inner child. Your inner child is saying, please don't view this as harshly as you used to. It's really not a big deal. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're a knockout. Of course you're wanted for your sensuality. This is just showing you, okay, I don't want someone who is impulsive and they don't think actions through. That's what your angels are trying to tell you to look at this as. Like, see everything with more love. Don't be critical on yourself. Don't be critical on others. That's what keeps the pain in your body. Because instead of looking at it from an outside, curious perspective, wow, tower moment. Maybe I gave you a tower moment, an aha moment. That's been there for a lot of readings, and it just decided. Maybe you're realizing in this moment that you were so wrapped up in passion by this person, you forgot about love and how important it can be. How sometimes, yes, passion is beautiful and creative in the beginning, but if that's all there is, there's no thought, there's just actions and going through the motions after a while. This person lives in an instinctual way, is how I'm describing this. And this person helped you to learn the instinctual side of yourself. Be grateful you're learning your instincts. Be grateful you're learning what it is you want in a relationship, and that's thought. Yes, lots of passion, but you also need tender love and recognition for more than just the outside. And trust me, I know, I've been there. You're gonna get to a point soon where it's like, what is the first trait I want someone to see me as other than beautiful? Think about that and work on that, and that's how you're going to find the person you want to be with forever, because I can tell you want to be with someone forever. You're willing to take this so far and go this long with this relationship, and I can tell you want a passionate, strong relationship. Okay, this person was all about how attractive you are. That's what drew them the most. What is the quality you want someone to be drawn to in you next? Is it how nurturing you are? Do you want to show people that you take care, you're a good provider? Do you want to show people that you have a tender heart, you're really sympathetic to others? Do you want to show someone your bravery, your courage, and be ballsy and ask them out and just make bold moves? I mean, find out what you love most about your personality, the trait that you carry. Maybe it's your inner strength, how you've been through hardships. You're kind of like a therapist to people. You can talk to them. You're a great communicator. What is it about you that you love about yourself, okay, that makes you think, I don't deserve this, I deserve better, okay? Take that with you. Find it, and you'll find the person you want. Because if you love that trait that much about you, and you find someone else with that same trait and you can match it, oh, I recognize that in myself. Oh, I love that trait about yourself. You are falling in love with you and the other person at the same time. See love in a situation. This is your love advice. Number 2, many blessings. Number 3, this is your image. Your heart chakra is awakening, love. It's blooming. Aw, look, it was this little baby heart. I'm getting an image of the Grinch. Oh my goodness, the Grinch with the little baby heart, and then it just grows. People have turned you into a Grinch, okay? They made it so you couldn't see the flowers, but now that you can see the flowers again, and realize that not all the flowers are mean, kind of like Alice in Wonderland, you know how those flowers would pick on her, mean old flowers. You just had some bad flowers, that's all. Just look forward to all the good flowers. Look at all the little seeds you planted. Look at all your little seeds you planted, baby. Look at all of them. You were so kind, so giving, so generous. You gave your energy out into the world, planted all these seeds of love. And you're going to have a whole new garden that you can look down upon and know, I was the person who created this. I created this movement of love. You're a lover, you're a giver, okay? You give those kind of messages out into the world. That's the kind of energy you are giving out, baby, and I love it. I do. Love, love, love it. Absolutely. That is just a beautiful story. And maybe you're not at the pretty garden yet, but you're about to get there, love. Because as you can see, it's like a veil over what has blossomed, what's been sent out. This is the ethers that you sent all this love out into. And that's all your seeds taken route into a brand new garden right there. That's your image. Now, let's read your card. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. You are seeing that it doesn't matter how people treat you. That's not what makes your garden grow. Love is what brings things together, people together, situations together, and it magically transforms people. You are transforming your own world and the rest of the world with love. I honestly am clapping for you. The fact that these people were just nasty to you, okay? They were nasty. There's no other way for it, is what I'm being told. Like, your peeps, your fam want you to know, like, this was nasty. This was unnecessary. You've outgrown all that, and you don't deserve all that. And you know you don't deserve it. And because you've been sending all those little thoughts into the universe, I don't deserve this, I deserve this. You love yourself. You stand up for yourself. And you don't let your situations jade you. That is one of the most powerful things you can ever do. If I'm honest, as someone who has learned not to take things personally anymore. You know not to take things personally anymore. You know that everyone is flowing in their own way, in their own journey. You're like, oh, they did this. Is it really worthy of fighting or arguing over? Does it really matter what they do? No. So it doesn't match my values. I'm just going to walk away. That was how you were. You were classy, you were tactful, you were outrageously, sensuously gorgeous, honey. Like, you kept all this love hidden, but you were sending it out in small doses where people deserved it. But most of freaking all, you kept that love for yourself. Self-love, self-respect, still giving to others. Still sending all this beautiful energy out, but knowing that it's most important for you to keep your energy within, your love energy within, until someone equally matches, equally gives. You see what you don't need and think, okay, well, this is what I do need, and you send that thought out into the universe. You try to make it happen, and it's all coming full circle. It's never a waste, a thought, or a feeling. It is a creation. You're learning how to create with thought, feeling, and emotion. You are officially a master manifester, my friend. That's all it takes. And those who don't understand just aren't quite there yet. Those of you who still kind of don't understand, you're getting there. Those of you who fully understand, you're there. You're right there. And you can expect to see that garden anytime. Next few weeks, I would say. This was your reading, your advice messages on love. Number 3, many blessings. Blessings are going to rain on you. Alright, and if you stayed for the very end for the collective energy reading, everybody's advice, love messages. If you hear my stomach growling, I haven't eaten lunch yet. I'm going to right after this, though. Readings sometimes take longer than you think. I'm really just kind of getting you're trying to nurture and care about yourself right now. You're connecting to the divine. I'm getting like crown chakra, the divine watching over you. You meditating, going within consistently, listening with love and an open heart. To open your throat chakra, open your mind to new possibilities, to a new world, to not just be or exist, but to listen to those subconscious, conscious thoughts or images that randomly pop up. They're not so random, are they? They're not. It shows you a message, something within yourself. And if you are getting visions, and it's something you want, it is simply a hint. It is not destined to be subjected or questioned, but just looked upon and to ponder on and ask, do I want to receive something like that? You just say to yourself yes or no, and then you move on to the next thing. That's what you're being called to do when it comes to meditating. And those of you who are getting visions, if it is a vision and you enjoy it and you sit in it, whether you like it or not, however long you choose to sit in that thought is your manifestation. So let's say you're meditating and a love story pops up in your head. And it's going really well. Well, the part where it doesn't go well, if it doesn't go well, you say, I don't accept that won't go well. And you go to the next thought and say, this is how I would rather it happen. Or you just try to empty your mind. But if the message keeps coming back about this love and it keeps going a certain way, if you're getting the same result each time, they're trying to show you that is what is happening and why. It may be through different events or different people, but that's why you're getting those kinds of downloads. So don't sit in certain thoughts too long is the overall general advice message for my lovely collective. This was everyone's love advice messages. Many blessings to all. I really hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. It was certainly eye-opening for me. Till next time, love. Magi Goddess.